This is probably the most requested car that we're adding to the fleet here today. My name's Nick, I'm a fleet tech here at Xtreme Xperience, and we're going to be making a bunch of changes to our fleet, one of which is adding the 911 Porsche GT3 RS to our fleet. In 2020, one of the most asked questions was towards our instructors, and it was, what's your guys' favorite car in the fleet? Unanimously, I would say, the answer was the GT3 991.2. Great car, handles great, did thousands and thousands of drives, very little maintenance or reliability issues with the car. But sadly, it's going to be departing us for 2021, and we're going to be adding something new this year. While the standard GT3 was a great fit for our program, and not a bad car on the track by any means, we're going to be going something with a little bit more track-focused orientation this year, and that car is going to be the 911 GT3 RS. So this week here in the shop we just took delivery of this lizard green GT3 RS, and while we still have our standard GT3s here in the shop, we're just going to go over some of the key differences and perks and why this car is going to be a little bit better on the track. While these cars may look different, underneath they are kind of similar. They both have 991.2 underpinnings. They both have the same 4-liter flat 6, although our GT3 RS makes about 20 more horsepower or so. Where you're going to see a lot of differences is in aero and weight savings. The GT3 RS shaved about 200 pounds of weight compared to the standard GT3. It's because of a lot of carbon, a lot of magnesium. I mean, there's silly stuff like that has an actual badge that's adhered to it, while this is, just a sticker. They carried over that mentality of, saving weight wherever they can with stuff like that all throughout the car, and it added up. Some of the differences visually are pretty obvious, some of which are, front end. We have a different splitter setup. It's going to provide you a little bit more front end grip at speed. You have all sorts of vents for active cooling, whether that's going to the brakes or, just trying to vent air out from that wheel well. You have, side vents here for engine cooling. Anytime you're tracking a car aggressively, you're going to be generating more heat than just driving on the streets. You got to be able to displace that heat. Follows it around to the back, obviously larger wing than the factory wing, higher up to capture some more of that air, and it's fully adjustable on this car. More vents for active cooling, and just kind of carries over that getting the air out of the wheel wells to help with aerodynamics. Some of the weight savings, besides just carbon and magnesium parts here and there, includes some more stuff lower underneath the car. So behind these two giant exhaust tips, one of the differences is this has a titanium muffler, while a standard GT3 would just have an aluminum muffler. So a little bit of weight savings there, and it sounds pretty good too. Just like on the front end of the car where we don't have an actual badge, here again we just carry over with more stickers because stickers are light. So part of being track focused, you need aero, and that's supposed to give you more grip to the pavement. Another thing that gives you more grip to the pavement is better tires and wheels. So here we have a set of standard size GT3 wheels. We have a 305 and a 245 rear and front. And on an RS, they up that to a 265 front and a 325 front. So quite a bit wider, 20 mil. Definitely helps you stick to those corners a little bit better. Due to a combination of factors on the RS, wider tires, more aggressive aero, the car gets to 60 a little bit faster. It goes from 3.3 on the standard GT3 to 3.0 on the RS. You do lose a little bit of top end speed just due to the aero on the car, but that wasn't Porsche's main focus when they were building this car to begin with. It was to eat lap time. To accommodate those 20 mil wider front and rear tires on every side, they had to modify the bodywork a little bit. So here we're about an inch wider in the front and about an inch wider in the rear as well than a standard GT3. Just to really drive home how track focused this car is, there's a couple standard features in RSs. So it comes equipped with a bright red fire extinguisher right by the passenger footwell. You also have these beautiful carbon back seats, and behind those seats you have a nice 4-point cage painted bright green to match the exterior of the car. So I feel like I know a good bit about these cars, but there's someone who would definitely know a little bit more than me, and that would be Ed, our resident Porsche guy over here. Lived in Germany for a little bit. Ed, anything we missed about these two cars and any differences?
Think about these two cars. They were meant to be driven, and driven hard. These cars were tested on the Nürburgring in Germany. These cars are track ready, track proven, right from the showroom. You can get this car out of the showroom and go to a racetrack and have a blast. And that's what we're doing, and that's what we're gonna let you guys do with this. Track ready, out of the factory. It's lizard green, it's spicy. Guards red, it's a factory color they've used for a long time. It's a Porsche color, looks fantastic, and we can't wait to see what other color options we can bring out. Be great. These things will never die. Forever, they'll always be, you know, always have a special place in my heart because they're just great cars. I mean, we got a whole fleet of supercars, but I am big fan on Porsche. I mean, they know how to do it. They do it different, but they know how to do it right.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks.
So to keep up to date on, you know, Xtreme Xperience and our GT3 RSs, any color options that we might be adding or anything like that, feel free to follow us on any socials, liking, commenting, subscribing on this video. This is one of our fastest selling cars of 2021, already about 50% sold out for the entire year, and we haven't even been on the road yet. It's only January. So just make sure if you're interested, check it out, see what events this car is available at. Should be all of them, I believe. And we'll see you at the racetrack.